Hey traders, Nick Shaheen here, recapping the market action for week ending 9/26. Obviously, an eventful week, and believe it or not, people might think that it was a negative week. I disagree, and I'll let you know why in a little bit. Let's recap the action today. Big bounce off of yesterday's drubbing. Not as big as yesterday's drubbing, but more important than yesterday's drubbing. The bull today made a statement, especially that we had another reason to sell the market in the open because of PIMCO and Bill Gross leaving. Yes, one guy can have an effect because that one guy controls trillions of dollars. Or at least has his hands on trillions of dollars worth of money. So, we ought to pay attention. And I thought that the day was done as soon as the news came out. The futures before the open on Friday tumbled as soon as that news came out. But we found footing. I kept watching how the TLT, so the bond market, and how the 10-year rates are reacting, and then the VIX, how it wanted to take one side or the other, and then finally, the bull took control. They were indecisive all day until I told them that they can go ahead and run. And by the way, I told them to do so at 9:28 Pacific Standard, which was about 40 minutes before they actually decided to run. Not just kidding. I wasn't the one that told. I did tell them, but they ran for other reasons. We called the week perfectly this week. I look forward to another good week. So let's recap the week. Why do I think that the bull won? First of all, psychological win today. This week, actually not today. Today was the actual happening of it, but this week there was a psychological win. Why? Because to recap this week yesterday, I would have said big damage in the markets, and today, the way I would say it, the bulls withstood a huge onslaught of negative headlines. I mean, we had everything going on. We had terrorism, we had rates, Federal Reserve chatter, and just crazy stuff, and yet we withstood all of it and the bulls lived to fight another week. So that's the psychological win for the bull this week in recapping the week. Technically, I'll show you in pictures what I mean by a big win. And then I'll come back here for the daily levels if we need to or if we have time. Technically, this is the biggest win, okay? Small caps by the RUT. I've been tracking this blue line as support, and I said yesterday, boy, that candle has been broken big time. Well, now I can rephrase and say that we're resting at the bottom end of that candle, that blue, and yes, we pierced it, but we rejected it. That's that little thistle at the bottom, that little thin in the candle. That's a weekly candle. Okay, so that's the psychological win, the technical win on top of the psychological win. So I won't declare this blue trend support as completely dead. Although it's head and shoulderish in spirit, we're still holding that, a couple of trends up, uptrends, the bottom ends of them. So that's the technical win here. And let me switch over to the IWM to see it again. Same deal. See, it's even clearer in the IWM. And this on good size volume. So they tried hard in volume and you still didn't win. All right, let's switch over to the SPY and see if I can prove to you the same point. Well, we did have a red candle, but we rejected the bottom end of it, and I bet you I can draw a line here and still not lose the trend. There. Okay, so this line also held up. We're still in decent shape. I'm not raising the alarm, and this is on increasing volume. So yes, the reds have been on big volumes and the greens on lower volumes. So yeah, conviction for the bull is a little weaker than the bear, which is nothing new. So I'm taking both positions. If you've known me, I'm taking shorts and longs. Actually, this week is the first longs I've taken in a while. So good trading week. So that is that also translates in the Nasdaq. Let me see if I can pull it up by the Qs. the ranges are still not broken. That's why I'm still comfortable. That's why I'm still trading the way I am. Again, this blue range, rising wedge, yes, it's bearish. Rising wedges tend to break down, but the candle got rejected, so the breakdown at least got delayed. So we live to fight another week as bulls. I'm not a bull or a bear. I trade the ranges. I find where the ranges are and I sell spreads outside. That's how I make money. So I'm still watching the ranges. I'm still comfortable with my short positions. I'm still comfortable sniping a few long positions to hedge my shorts. That is how I'm trading. So next week I'm continuing to do the same. If we pop and it's a relief pop, not based on new fundamentals, new alerts, new reasons to run fundamentally, I will short those pops. I will pick on a few weak points I saw today. Amazon at one point. Let's pull up Amazon. If you want to pick via lotto puts, small puts in Amazon, why not? It when everything was green, even in the morning, it was red, and it threatened to break the bottom end of the range. So if this triangle is going to end badly, it's going to break down or out. At this point, it's more chances that it's down. And if I'm bearish the market in general, that's one I would pick on, for example. One caution today is that a lot of the strength came from momentum stocks later in the day. Even GoPro, I think, reversed. So those tend to not hold. They are frothy this year, and any momentum pop, like on Wednesday, I said sell it, because they haven't showed us they can retain their day, as in the momentum stocks, the Momos, their greens, a lot. Priceline usually is a good representation, but Priceline has issues with tie into Europe. So if you want to go long something, why not go long Priceline for next week before Thursday? Because then it would be a lotto ticket, because Priceline is tied to Europe, and if Draghi comes out with a new bazooka, or shoots another shot with the bazooka, or actually delivers, I don't think he even shot one, but anyway, he keeps threatening, so he needs to deliver. And if he does, maybe I want to be long Priceline ahead of time. I'll take a long shot at it. So this is it. So again, you got to stay nimble. Staying nimble is the only way. By that I mean, if I have profits, I book them. I don't take big positions at the money, because that's a losing proposition. Coin flips, we don't gamble, we invest. Whenever I want to gamble, I do it via lotto ticket, small price to pay, no different than buying a lotto scratcher or something like that. So have yourself a great week, and we'll touch base next time. I appreciate the time.